New York and on the new Hot 97 app. Ebro in the morning on Hot 97.
Ebro in the morning, Laura Styles, Rosenberg, Pardison Fontaine on the program.
Hey.
Party. Yo, why are you here?
I'm not exactly sure. They told me to meet you.
You just like hanging out with us?
Yeah, they said meet you here, and I was like, yeah, that's my dog. I'll pull up.
guy.
Yeah, facts.
Yo, look, you live up in. Do you still live in Newburgh?
No, not right now, but I got a place up there
of
too.
course. Yeah, family. We have a lot of listeners that check in from Newburgh. I didn't even know the signal went that far.
Yo,
We had a caller the other day from Syracuse.
It used to not go that far. We used to be in the car like just trying to adjust it. You know what I'm saying? To go in and out.
And now now it's better?
And now it is better.
That's weird.
Shout out to the engineering staff here at Hot 97.
Apparently so.
Who've improved the reach of the signal somehow. What's going on in Newburgh, man? Let's talk about. Is it changing like New York City?
It's changing. They buying up the buildings up there. You know what I'm saying? I start to see. I just went to the hood and shot a video 2 days ago. You know what I'm saying? Some of the buildings that used to be abandoned, it's starting to get renovated and fixed up. I went in there inquiring about some properties. They trying to charge you double now. I'm like, this is crazy. So it's definitely trying to take a.
So is that the spillover, right? Because as New York City people get priced out of the city, right? But you still have a job here in the city, right? Or family nearby or whatever. Like people don't necessarily want to leave the area. Going up north is probably your best option.
It's not as far as people think. You know what I'm saying? I used to say Newburgh, people are like, oh yeah, it's horses and carriages and woodland and all that. Used to think. But it's not that far to Metro North go. It'd take me about an hour and 15 to get back here to the city.
And you just drive. So what's the state? What was
Beacon
it?
is the
Beacon is the line.
That's where my mom's from. And, and she always talks about how Beacon's like so much busier now. She's like very proud of how Beacon's come up. She's like, everyone lives in Beacon now.
Yeah.
Because back in the day when people used to still commute from Beacon, it was a long trip. They didn't. Driving took longer, and the train wasn't as efficient. But now it's a very easy commute.
It's beautiful. I've been there.
Yeah, Beacon's
You been to Beacon?
Yeah, random. One time I ended up in Beacon.
Mad people
It
living
was
there.
beautiful.
Though. Prices are up in
just,
Beacon.
just happened to land in Beacon.
Yeah, I just went with like a girlfriend of mine who had like a family member there. I took the little road trip with her, but it was like like it was during the
Upstate
fall.
New York talk.
I'm going to Woodstock this weekend. Y'all want to go?
It was
Where you going?
nice.
I'm going to Woodstock this weekend.
We're just chilling?
Yeah, rent a house.
You live the best life, man.
I don't know about that. It's Woodstock, man. It's chill.
So Partison's back, new tape. This is your first release in how long?
About probably like 4 years, definitely, at least.
It's been a minute. I can't believe how long you've been out already. This I feel like you're still brand new.
Right, I'm the brand new veteran. You feel me?
Right.
The brand new vet.
A Hooper rap. I thought that was two
Yo,
seconds
bro,
ago.
I ran into you at the airport.
Yep.
Trying to get you to listen to that. No lie, it was just a random freak. I'm like, oh snap, it's Rosenberg. I gotta play this for him. I got to. You know what I'm saying?
How long ago was this?
Had to be about maybe 3-4 years ago now,
I
right?
think maybe 5, bro.
For real,
It's been a minute ago.
Whenever Hooper Rap came out,
it
was fresh. It was fresh, and that's right off Oi. So I'm like, yo, you gotta listen to this. And imagine, like, we in the airport. He trying to listen and watch a video. He putting it to his ear. He giving me the fake, like, yeah, this is dope.
But then what happened?
Nah, but he really came through. He's a man of his word. He
started
showed it
playing
to
it.
you. Y'all played it a few times.
I got on that record.
Yo, we honestly, the first time hearing you, Oi, it was another record around that time. Was it Whoa? Hooper Rap was a great project. A lot of people have really been rooting for you up here for a long time.
It's definitely been love for a minute. Especially
And then things seemed to like quiet momentarily, and then everyone's like, "Oh, Party's writing for people," and then you were back in a big way. Would you say that's the order of how things went, or no?
Yeah, my career was like, as far as an artist, was like touch and go. It was like single, stop chilling. Cause where I'm from, there was no guidance. I had never seen nobody actually do it from Newburgh. You know what I'm saying?
Right, so
nobody could show me how to do it. Like, I bet you do a tape, you do a video, you go on a promo run. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this in Newburgh. I'm trying to figure this out. You know what I'm saying? The only way I knew is social media, drop some songs and see what happens. Right. You know what I'm saying? Along that, I'm still going to the strip clubs. I'm still, you know what I'm saying, throwing my little $150 when my song come on and leaving. So
Make it look like something.
Yeah, $150 all at once is a lot.
That looks great.
It looks crazy.
I've never done it.
It looks crazy. You know what I'm saying? And you got 2 or 3 of your homeboys, and they got $100
y'all
too.
hollering and shit, yo.
We are wild, and we losing our mind. looked like the hottest thing in the city for like 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, it was a movie last night.
Exactly.
Short movie, but it was a movie.
It was a movie, you know what I'm saying? So boom, then you back on that hour and
That's so
15 minute
funny.
drive, right back to the back upstate. So in between there, that's when me and Cardi had got real cool, you know what I'm saying? She wanted to do music. She's like,
How did you guys meet though? How did that
in the
connection come
club?
about?
In the club, we had a
Okay.
few mutual friends. Shout out to Ash Cash. And they would play my stuff at Sue's, you know what I'm saying? So she was like, I like this song. From there, I booked her. I used to book Cardi to come do shows in Newburgh. This is before music. This is just when she had Instagram popping. You know what I'm saying? She would come. She came, did my first mixtape release. She did my birthday. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to. If I told y'all the number I used to get Cardi to come to Newburgh for,
It's
y'all
incredible.
would laugh.
Right,
bro,
right,
laugh.
right.
Yo, but it's early,
But it's
so
big,
if it was
you know.
$250, we'd understand.
Yeah, it's early Cardi.
Could you imagine? Nah, she was still popping. She was still popping.
Yeah, no,
She-
you're still paying a little
she,
better than
yeah,
that.
she would flood Newburgh. You know what I'm saying? It was still a big deal. So we just built that rapport. So when she wanted to jump into the music scene, it was just like I know somebody that does this for real. Like he can help me. You know what I'm saying? So it was nothing for us to get in the lab and start working.
Now,
So
were you open to it though when she was like, did you take her serious? Because I know she had a lot of people. She's talked about how not a lot of people saw it. You know what I mean? A lot of people were like, I don't know. They doubted her. You saw something special in her that you're like, she could do this.
I just was like, it's my dog. Like it wasn't no like, all right, yeah, this is the plan. We're gonna make you huge. It was like, all right, you wanna do something? Like, let's see what happens. You know what I'm saying? So
Got you.
it was
Cardi's
simple.
magic is her personality.
Facts.
Cardi's magic is her ability to get on a record and you feel her.
But that's
She
what I
gives
want.
you a
That's what I-
feeling.
but that's what I want to ask you about. So from very early on, for someone who did not have a ton of experience, her performance in studio is so good. Did you? I'm not trying to get you to take credit for everything, Cardi, but did you help her with that? Did she always have a vision for that? How did she get her performances to be so good in the booth?
No, because she is her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like before, like I said, before music, she was always a personality. She was always captivating. Like, you know what I'm saying? You would just listen to her go on rants about stupid stuff on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? So when it came
Cardi
to the
B
booth,
fights back in the
you know
day.
what I'm saying?
was
Of course.
damn.
And she was always animated. you
right,
know?
exactly. So
Very
her
expressive.
personality is who she is in the booth. It never changed. It's just now it's like her ideas and her words over beats now. So she always had that.
So now, has it been hard for you, right? So now you're doing all this other work, you're making a lot of money. You have this new single, which we're gonna get to, which is the City Girls joint, Peach. So let's get to that. Is it hard to balance, basically now, because now in some ways you're a producer, right? Like you help people make songs, and then you gotta start making songs for yourself and create a sound for yourself. How are you balancing that?
Me, I feel like I never had a problem expressing myself. Like my art is me. It's what comes to my mind is how I'm living. You know what I'm saying? So as far as putting out stuff for myself, it's never been a problem. As soon as like I hear a beat, this is me. This is what I say on this. Other people, whatever they need me to do coming in there, like nah, just say it this way. Like you know what I'm saying? I see what you're saying, and they'll get it better if you do it that way. So it's just minor tweaks.
That's your natural ability. To
yeah,
get that
yeah.
done.
I got away with words. You feel me?
Was she the first person you helped that the records blew up, or was there anyone else beforehand? Because you were already messing around in studios before that. Right?
Yeah, I'd definitely say she's the first person that has ever blew up that I had anything to do with. Yeah.
How was the Kanye West experience?
Yo, amazing, like phenomenal. Like he was like a superhero. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, I used to listen to his outro on the first tape. You know what I'm saying? Just hearing him talk about getting signed, and I didn't know what an A&R was, and I'm just listening like, oh, he met this A&R and Mos Def and all of this. I'm just listening to his success story, and it inspired me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, this is Kanye. This is GOAT. So when I met him, it was just like, oh,
Now, you
snap.
went to Wyoming.
I went to Wyoming too. Went to
Was
Calabasas.
ASAP Rocky with you in Wyoming? You guys recorded that together?
Nah, Rocky wasn't in Wyoming when I was there. Rocky was in Calabasas though when I went out there. That's where I first met. Yeah, in Calabasas, and he got the whole energy room and everything is white and his books and it's crazy. It was a crazy experience for me.
Did you learn anything from him about either recording or just being an artist? Because no matter what anybody says about Kanye, whether you like him right now or hate his guts, he's captivating, right? And he's intriguing and entertaining. So, you know, I'm sure there's something that you might have picked up.
Definitely, yo, his confidence level is through the roof. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've never seen like that much confidence in a person. Like, you know what I'm saying? As far as right or wrong, he's 100% aware. Like, I could be wrong in this situation, but I'm confident in my feeling that I'm right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not gonna flinch one bit. I'm not gonna falter. Right. We got in there, and he and this is when they were doing the 7-song albums, right? You know,
because you worked on Ye. That was
correct.
Yeah,
correct. So they but they were doing. Everybody had 7 songs. Tiana,
Nas.
You know what I'm saying? This is around
Kitsy
this
Ghost,
time.
yep.
All of this. So I'm in there, and I got to hear Tiana's project. You know what I'm saying? So we playing
fire.
Yo,
bro.
one of the most underrated projects I've
listen.
heard. Like from top to bottom, one of my favorite. I was telling him then when they played Tiana, I'm like, yo, Tiana album got yours, bro. That joint is fire.
Out of all of them, I feel like that one's the best
Tiana's
one.
was amazing, right? Amazing. So so we get in there and we talking about the album. I think he had some people from YouTube and Spotify and just a bunch of people, big people that I don't know their names, but I know they're important as hell because they was in there. You feel me? So so one of them comes up and is like, oh, are you worried about people like saying Tiana is this or not knowing where Tiana? He's like, no, it's not a problem. He's like, yeah, but you know, some people just look at her as like, it's not a problem. There is no problem with Tiana Taylor. Her music is, you know what I'm saying? Like, with 100% straight face, there was no way that he was trying to hear what this dude was talking about. There was no concern. He was 100% confident in what he was
conviction.
pushing. Exactly, 100. And I never seen that with another person. You know what I mean? He was confident enough to do a lot of wild stuff at that time and did it with 100%. So I had never seen that in another person.
Kanye has a gift, and I think he's always had it. It's just how, whether people like him in the moment or not. But if you think back to some of the first videos you saw Kanye West rapping, and he was freestyling for the camera, like he was determined.
Yo, imagine, I mean, his entire career build, as we know, was him going up to people and demanding to rap for them.
That's right.
Imagine the kind of confidence you have to not do it for just a radio personality on the street. He was doing it in front of absolutely everyone. You know, the Jays, and all these people who already liked his beats. He was risking the embarrassment when they already liked the thing about him. And he was like, no, I want to rap.
Right.
Yo, Syph, I always make fun of Syph for passing on him to be on sound bombing. And Syph said he's like, I don't have any more room on the tape. And Kanye's like, yo, let me just do an acapella on the album. And Syph was like, I mean, we're not just gonna put a random acapella on the album. But
now had he done it, it
yeah,
been
of
legendary.
course. Now he's
yo.
like, damn, we could have had a Kanye acapella on the album.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
But imagine that level of confidence to do that all the time. Now, what do you think of the new album?
I like it.
I actually like it, man.
I do. I like it a lot. The funny thing is,
You didn't help on it though.
No, I didn't.
I could tell.
The funny thing is, it don't sound so different than the other stuff, like than the rest of his bodies of work. You know what I'm saying? Just change the narrative a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
I think the weakest thing on this album is he needed rapping support.
That I was gonna say. That's why I just said I could tell
As
under
a
my breath.
rapper. Not the ideas, his conviction, booth performance, whatever. But if you know the other Kanye bodies of work, there were other rappers helping. The same way you've helped rappers, there's been other rappers helping Kanye.
So you think
past.
there was stuff he could have said better?
I think there was stuff he could have said better, more detail, just
On
rapping
Water, his
ability.
verse on Water is, I get what he was trying to do, but I think that with some help, that could have been made into something.
I'm not familiar with all the time. What you remember the
Water's
verses?
the one where he just goes, Jesus, run fluid.
That's
Jesus,
cold. I like that verse a lot. That joint is cold.
Yeah, no, it's cold to me to the point the temperature is below
Yo,
freezing.
y'all don't like that verse? I
So
thought
you
it
like
was
the simplicity of
I
it.
like it, but bro, like, it's a bunch of people that can go out and rap and put a whole bunch of stuff together and metaphor, and then you don't remember it. You know what I'm saying? Or it don't stick.
You
or
like the
resonate.
simplicity.
I like the way he broke it down. Listen, this is my point, huh? You know what I'm saying? Like, I like that. I like.
Now, is that something that you had to learn? Because you have the ability to do both, right? Like you just said something that a lot of people struggle with as an artist, right? That is the fundamental struggle, what you just articulated. I can say all of these things. I have the ability to do it, right? But are people going to remember all of these things that I just said? I want to be remembered.
Right.
So let me say it in a way that it's easily remembered. Is that something that you had to learn to do, or you just knew that was the way to hook people?
I don't know. I think that was just one of my gifts. Like, even in just normal conversation, you know what I'm saying? I could say a thing in so many words to where you get my point and it resonates with you. You know what I mean? And that's what I took with the music. I always wanted to be funny. I always wanted to be witty because those are the things you remember. You remember jokes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to just deliver it in a way that people enjoyed it and people could retain it. You know what I mean? So that's the way it comes out in my music as well.
How'd you get the ability though to just like just coming up with straight up clever melodies? I mean, even backing it up. Like on Backing It Up, you have like several different things you do.
Backing it up.
Yeah. The whole Cardi part when she comes, you have all these different melodies on one record. Where did that come from?
I don't know. If I could, I would do that 12 times on a mixtape. You know what I'm saying? I would do that 12 different times. But I don't know. It's just however I hear instrumental. Shout out to Jay Lewis who did that one. When I heard it, I was like, yo, this is going to be something. You know what I'm saying? Before I had put pen to paper, I knew it was going to be something. And that's how it is with most instrumentals. However I feel I should attack it, I do. And go that way.
How'd the BET performance come about? Because that was pretty dope that Cardi did that. She was kind of fresh off of having the baby, etc., and then came back and you guys did the song together.
I don't know. I don't know if they reached out to her and then she's like, let's do this song and I'll bring him, or if they reached out to me and Cardi agreed. I don't know. I just showed up and rapped.
That was pretty cool, but it's pretty cool that it happened.
Yeah, it was amazing. I watched it at home with my daughter and I'm like, yo, I'm on TV. Or even better, being at the BET Awards because, they pre-recorded that part. So I'm sitting there and it's like, and I'm pretty far in the front. Like, I'm in the front. Only people ahead of me is like T.I. and his wife. I'm talking about, we got Busta Rhymes was sitting behind me. Here I am from Newburgh and Busta Rhymes is behind me and shit. So I'm watching it and then it goes up on stage, you know what I'm saying? The performance plays in front of everybody at the BET Awards. And they just look and they like, that's him. That's him. This is why he's here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm watching people be like, oh, this is the Backing It Up dude. And I was like, yeah, this is me. This is why I'm so far in the front.
Because I'm performing on the show.
Because I'm up here. Yeah, exactly. So I like that moment.
Pardison Fontaine, new project on the way. How do you say this?
Underrated.
Underrated.
With the 8, you feel
With
me?
an 8 in there.
I thought that was pretty creative. What you
No,
think?
it is. I wasn't sure if that was an 8 or a B because I thought it said under bed.
Who printed it up? Who
It's
printed
a
it
bad.
up?
It's our print job.
Who printed it up?
I get at first I was gonna make fun of you, but I actually get why you'd see it and think underbed. But no, it's underrated.
I was like, what's an underbed? Some new shit.
I see.
You see what I'm saying?
I see
When it's
because,
printed.
Yeah, but on Instagram it got the 8 ball. You feel
Yeah,
me?
it looks
You
different.
could, yes.
Yeah, it looks different. But look, I'm old and I
blame-
probably still wouldn't have got it. So
I
let's
blame
keep
the
it
print
1,000.
up. I blame the print up.
I appreciate
Yo,
it.
is your name your government?
It is not.
So how'd you come up? Where'd the name come from? I never asked you.
Yo, it's a long story. I'm gonna try to break it down quick. MySpace days, when I started like rapping for real, becoming an artist. You seen Back to the Future?
Yeah.
So
It's the greatest movie ever made.
So Marty McFly I thought was super dope. And I thought and I'm like, yo, if I could just have that name, like, you know what I'm saying, Marty McFly. I went through the alphabet. I started Tardy, Chardy, you know what I'm saying, going through. And Party McFly just sounded fire to me. Boom. So that lasted about like a week or so. I'm like, Party. I'm never gonna get.
I love that that's where your origin is.
Yo, for real,
though,
listen,
bro.
I'm never gonna get a Grammy named Party McFly though. And Jay-Z is never gonna do a record with somebody named Party McFly. Yo, this is what I'm thinking. I'm like, yeah, he's not gonna do it. So I scrapped the McFly and I was just Party. And then
with the D?
I always
Party with
always. I never
with
had
the
to.
DI.
I was like, cause T.Y. is like, yeah, you corny. Like your name is Party with a T. Yeah, it's corny. So I'm like, so I had the DI, and then one day I had this sweater. I found this sweater at my aunt's house, and this is MySpace. I'm just playing around. Throw the sweater over my shoulders, fold it Carlton Banks style. You know what I'm saying? And post a picture. So I'm thinking like, all right, Party and Carlton. How do I mix it? You know what I'm saying? And I got Pardison, like between Party and Carlton. Pardison.
Okay.
And the caption was Pardison Banks. No funny. That was the caption. Fast forward like a year later, I'm working at Saks. And going to Saks, I'm passing the Anne Fontaine store every day. Anne Fontaine. I'm like, I don't know what's in here, but this Fontaine really resonates with me. So I'm like, let me just slap this on. And then I put Pardison Fontaine on my bio on MySpace or whatever, my username. And I just seen it all together and it was like.
That's it?
And it was hella better than J Money or anything JT like that.
Is that what you had previously? Prior to
it was one on the list. You know what I'm saying? When I was writing down a list of names, that was the one that won.
Yo, that's a great First of all, but why did you just love Back to the Future for the same reason everyone loves Back to the Future?
I saw the movie. I liked the movie, but the name was fire. Marty McFly was just like.
Now I had no
idea.
idea.
Fly in his name.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is
I
just
never
the
even
best
thought about that as
name I've ever.
Never thought about
McFly, bro. I thought that
Fly
was the coldest
that was
shit
the whole
ever.
play. I always thought that was the play.
Really? You
Was
thought
the-
in 1985, Robert Zemeckis and Steven Spielberg were like, you know what you do? Call him Fly.
No, but McFly made it nerdy. I thought it was like they were playing on it, him being such a nerd, right? You know what
You
I'm saying?
think that anyone who made that movie
No, as a kid, though, I'm 10,
It's
11 years
possible.
old.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
McFly, I'm
in
like,
85?
Yeah.
Yo, mainstream world didn't understand what even
Fly
Fly
I'm
was.
10 years old, bro. I'm 11.
so
I don't know.
your world is the only world at 10. You feel
I
me?
don't
Like,
have any context
I
for
know
what
what
they're
Fly
thinking
is.
it
Of
is.
course they do. You
Right,
feel
right,
me?
right.
I
You're
don't
a
know.
kid.
Now, what we should talk about, you had your Hooper rap joint.
Mm-hmm.
How many basketball players are you named after? In real life, your first name, Jordan. You have a middle name, Lanier, and your last name is Thorpe.
In facts.
Yo,
that's
That's
Legends.
three
Legends.
basketball names.
If I'm not mistaken, right? Boom. My brother picked Jordan because obviously Michael. So he picked that. I do think Bob Lanier was the influence for my mom picking the Lanier.
So she's a basketball fan.
She did. My mom used to hoop too. Like
Okay.
for the longest time in our house, there was like we had mad basketball trophies, but my mom had the biggest basketball trophy in the crib. You feel me?
it's
Like we could never go out there and bring home a trophy that was bigger than my mom. Like I don't know how, but and then Thorpe is just
That's what it was.
from my pops. You feel me? Yeah.
That's crazy. That is a crazy basketball name.
Right.
Jordan Kyle Lanier Thorpe.
Damn, he just put my whole. Hey,
It's on the sheet. I didn't do
why?
it.
Who
I didn't do
who
it.
did this?
All right, I gotta do
On
it.
the sheet.
You're a star now.
You're a star now. You ain't got nothing to hide. Next thing you know, it's gonna be listed in Forbes. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. But
Your name-
damn,
your
it
name is gonna pop up
You
all
know,
type
in New
of
York,
publishing.
when you say a person's real name, that's a diss. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, if I call my boy Anthony, well, you know what I'm saying? His
Yeah.
name is Twiz. But if I call him Anthony, like he's
like, yo.
like like,
excuse me?
What did I do, my nigga? Like, what did I do? Like, why? Like,
to deserve this.
Yeah.
But by the way, speaking of big magazines, you were in GQ breaking down your tattoos.
a few times, yeah.
Your
I made GQ come to Newburgh. GQ came to Newburgh and did an article.
Really?
Too.
Oh, that's tight.
Absolutely.
How many tats do you have?
I don't know, a lot.
So you have a ton of things.
Yeah, I got a bunch of tats now.
Are you getting more? Are you done?
A few more. Nah, if I stop now, I'll be a quitter. So I
Wait,
gotta get a few
did I
more.
read you have a feminist tattoo?
I do.
Oh, that's
I
dope.
do have a feminist tattoo.
Well, literally, it says feminist.
Literally.
Oh, where?
just the ribs.
Feminist,
says
right?
feminist.
Yeah.
That's
facts.
fire.
What made you get that?
Yo, it was crazy because I had my daughter, right? I had my daughter a few years back. Shout out to her. She's 3 now. And I was just talking like, yo, about my outlook on women and like I bet like it's changed. Like it's like, damn, there's certain things I wouldn't want to happen to my daughter. There's certain things, you know what I'm saying? So I changed the way I maneuvered a little bit. I just changed my mindset. And the person jokingly was like, oh, so you like a feminist now? Like I'm like, nah, like just feel a little different. But then I went back and I actually looked at what feminist meant. And I'm like,
I am a feminist.
how is not everybody
I-
a feminist? Like, you know what I'm
by
saying?
the way,
It
I couldn't
doesn't
agree
say
with you more.
anything ridiculous. It doesn't mean like all women should rule
Yo,
the
if you
world.
actually
or
go
anything
around
like that.
saying that though, because like I've been consciously saying the words "I'm a feminist" for a long time, people look at you crazy.
Bro, you should see my
Because they're
comments. Like, yo,
ignorant. They
he's
don't
a
know.
simp. He's a this.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, how could a man tat this on him? Like,
You're a
I'm like,
beta.
like,
You're not
yo,
a real
what does that
man.
mean?
Yo, bro, I don't know. I
Beta.
get all types of what you call them.
Beta.
Yeah.
That was just a bad VCR player.
No, not an
Like
alpha.
alpha and then a
And
beta.
you're a beta. You're not a real man. You think women should be equal? You want
How
women to have
dare you.
rights?
No, I don't get none of this smoke. Y'all get this smoke? Bro.
How
Under-
often
under
do you
my
go up and
pages.
put up a pic? Go up and write.
The last time I put up a thing that said I'm a feminist before, like they had a little post on Instagram. I didn't see none of that smoke.
Tweet it right now. Let's see
Yeah,
what
try it.
happens.
I bet.
So let's do it.
No problem.
Yeah,
They
that's
come out. They
enough.
come out the woodwork too. So I don't know. I'll be like, how did you?
I'm
find
even started
me?
like this.
How did you find me?
This just in.
Here we go. ...
I'm a feminist.
What are your thoughts? Just go all
What
the
are
way
your
in.
thoughts?
What are your thoughts?
No, I'm gonna go. And so are you. Fuck how you.
I'm
feel.
not. No, I'm not. That's what you're gonna get. That.
Fuck how you feel.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if you add "fuck how you feel."
No,
now
you
you're
keep going. Now you gotta bait them. Y'all want action? You want smoke?
Okay.
Or not?
alright.
Okay, I'll take out fuck
Such
how
a
you feel.
troll.
I mean, listen. Maybe it won't happen to you, but I've definitely seen over the
I've
years
seen it.
people, and it might be different in 2019, but previously being open about,
Having any type of support.
it's like it's very, especially, and we have to be real about the fact that hip hop has not been progressive on this issue at all.
No.
Like that just hasn't been.
Well,
a
hip
thing.
hop is so overly, what's that called? Masculine, macho, machismo. It always has been. And also remember, hip hop is a street thing. People always try to reframe hip hop now that it's pop music as this like socially acceptable means of music communication. It's street. It's been street talk. It's always come from the streets. And guess what's not that progressive?
The streets.
This just in. So you can't really remove it.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
it's crazy because
that.
you see big hip hop artists now, they apologizing for certain stuff. Oh, I ain't mean to say that in my rap. I'm like,
Fam, your whole stop.
but why? I hate that in general. I hate this whole apology thing in general. I hate the fact that people feel like they have to apologize for things they say or
But
feel.
even deeper than that, you can murder black men. You can disrespect black women. You could do all these things.
Acceptable.
All these things are acceptable, but don't dare offend the LGBT community or don't dare talk about illicit drug use or rape or any of these other things. And I'm not saying those things should be allowed. I'm just saying
That's
in
the
the
same
music,
thing.
there's horrible things and there's always been. There's groups named after gun manufacturers. We celebrate songs about rock you in your face, stab your brain with your nose bone. You all alone in these streets, like the gutter, grimiest, dirty things. And here we are, fast forward, it's popular music and everybody's going, hey, yo. I don't know if the cleanup's going to be that easy for everybody.
Yeah, some things are going to be uncleanupable. You can't go back and redo what someone's entire career was.
Right.
Like, what would an Eminem do? He's not going to apologize for.
Well, no. But then
Everything.
that's a whole nother layer. Because M's not going to be asked to apologize.
Right, because he's white.
What M can do is make a song about how crazy it is that he can get away with anything. He's aware of it.
True.
M knows he's
Killed his mom.
He's
I
talking
mean-
Killed
about
his baby mom.
He does it to try to troll people at this point. He's like, I dare. Yo, he attacked Donald Trump on national TV for 10 minutes. Trump wouldn't even respond to
Oh
him.
yeah, and it was crickets.
You have to imagine Marshall was
Crickets.
desperate to get he was sure he'd get a response.
Nope.
Wouldn't even come
Not
to
the
him.
white guy.
So it's amazing. And with M, the irony is always so multi-layered, Speaking of M, who are your favorite MCs? Because you seem like a rapper's
Oh
rapper.
my God. You're going to
Set
put me on
up.
the
Here we
spot?
go.
OD.
You don't have to say like
I'm
number
gonna
one.
I'm gonna give you a disclaimer, the way to get out of it. My top 5 today.
Just right now.
Just right now. Not all time.
Of
Just
active artists? Is that what you're saying?
whatever.
Yeah, just
Whatever
who the
comes to your mind
The people
right
you
now.
love the most.
Meaning it could change, so it's like
Subject to change. Not in any order.
Not in any order.
Making this easy.
Yeah, I am.
I go Jay. I go Wayne. I go X. The thing is, these next 4 are all like they all in there to me.
Okay.
The next 4 is all in there. Like Pac, Big, Drake, and Ye is all in there. Like you feel me? Those are all my top 5. I can't put them in order. All of them is in there.
What's interesting about the ones you pick, Jay, Wayne, DMX, Pac, Big, Drake, and Ye. Got lyrics, melody, storytelling.
Personality.
Yeah, it's not like they all fall in the same at all.
Cause those are the ones I feel like shape me the most. Like those are the ones that I listen to that
Literally none of these artists are the same. Jay, Wayne, DMX, Pac, Big, Drake, Ye. The only thing similar about them is they're rappers and they're hip hop.
Yeah, I mean, you can find some lines that connect them, right? Like there's some connections.
There's some Pac, DMX.
Pac and DMX you could connect. Big and Pac are obviously connected in their own ways.
but not really musically. Like we say
No.
that
Two
all the time.
different-
There's-
what's called? Two
musically,
totally
they don't
different
sound nothing like
styles. Yeah.
Jay and Big, obviously.
Jay and Big have
Yeah.
something.
Drake and Ye, some similarities. But
Yeah, they both borrowed from each other, I think.
you said Drake and
Yay.
Ye have some similarities, but not a lot.
I mean, you could say that Ye helped shape Drake with 808s and Heartbreak.
That's right.
And then you could say that after Drake, I think, came out, I think he made Kanye rethink about how he was doing things. I think they fed off of each other, honestly.
those two right there. They both bridges to me. Like Ye is definitely a bridge from you either had to be Beanie Siegel or you had to be Mos Def or Common, you know what I'm saying? So Ye was that bridge right there.
Yeah,
great point.
He bridged that gap and made I feel like a lane for a bunch of other topics to be discussed, a bunch of other styles in between the two. And then Drake is another bridge between even Ye and like the R&B world and bringing in the melodies into that. So those is both just bridges of time and style. So that's why
That's a really good point.
Those are both like goats to me.
Yo, his name's Pardison Fontaine. Hopefully y'all enjoy his music as much as we do. He's got a new project, Underrated, out November. What's today?
The 12th.
So it's out Friday.
Friday, yep.
And you rocking SOBs on the 19th.
Absolutely.
Get those tickets. Pre-sale is up right now. The code is Section 8. So make sure you go check Pardison Fontaine at SOBs, and let's run this joint with City Girls, and we're going to follow it up with the joint with Cardi B. Oh, you looking at how rich you are.
Nah, I'm looking at counting blessings over here. I'm just counting blessings. This is just two of them.
Just two little blessings.
Two small blessings.
Okay. He's richer than us already, guys.
Party.
Pardison Fontaine.